The moment they slid the document across the table, I knew something in the room had already died. It wasn't the paper, not the signatures waiting for me in faint pencil outlines, not even the neat, rehearsed smiles on their faces. It was the silence, the kind that forms only when people you love decide you are no longer necessary. My wife folded her hands gently, as if she were settling a hostage negotiation. My eldest son wouldn't look at me. My daughters exchanged a glance, quick, nervous, triumphant. A life agreement, she called it, a cleaner word for surrender. I traced the edge of the pages with my thumb. The ink was too warm, too fresh, like they had printed it within the last hour, like they needed to corner me before I saw whatever was coming. "Just sign it," my wife said, soft voice, sharp eyes, as if she had finally discovered a way to live without the burden of me. The room smelled like lemon polish and betrayal. "Is this what we're doing now?" I asked. She smiled again, cold, practiced, cruel. Somewhere beneath my ribs, something settled. Quietly, deliberately. Not anger, recognition. They thought I was trapped. They believed the man sitting in front of them was the same man they'd spent years molding into something predictable, tolerant, tired, dependent. They forgot something important. I survive best when I'm underestimated. For days, the words scratched at the inside of my skull. Life agreement, custody allocations, financial responsibilities, asset division, conveniently skewed, almost laughably, to their benefit. And the reason? They claimed they were protecting their future, smoothing my transition, planning for the years ahead. My wife said it with a calmness that felt rehearsed. My children didn't defend me. They didn't hesitate. They simply watched, as if they had been waiting for this moment, as if they knew something I didn't. At first I wondered if I had missed something, some quiet shift in our family, some fracture I failed to see. But the details kept slipping through cracks they didn't know existed. My daughter whispering something about the new plan. My son closing his laptop too fast when I walked by. My wife's text notification lighting up at midnight, her fingers tightening around the phone like it was oxygen. Then the insurance update. It arrived in the mail by accident, addressed to her, but with my name highlighted inside. A new policy, a massive one, for me. I read it once, twice. The numbers were so large they felt theatrical. No one mentioned it. No one expected I'd ever see it. That's when the realization arrived. Not loud, not painful, just steady. They weren't preparing for my future. They were preparing for my absence. I moved slowly after that, quietly. I scanned her emails at dawn, the glow of the screen bathing me in blue suspicion. I checked the new bank accounts she thought I didn't know about. I followed the trail of late-night calls and private meetings. Every piece fit too easily. Her attorney, a financial planner, my eldest son's sudden interest in estate law, group messages named absurdly innocent things, family reset, phase 2, freedom plan. They weren't planning to cut me out. They were planning to erase me. And yet I didn't confront them. I smiled at breakfast. I helped with groceries. I asked about their day with the same steady voice I'd always used. Inside, something colder grew. Not rage. Rage is loud. This was precision. I pulled documents from the safe they forgot existed. I confirmed that the trust, $15 million in assets, remained untouched. I verified that the 820-acre ranch in my name was legally airtight, hidden behind a separate entity they had no access to and no knowledge of. While they plotted my disappearance, I mapped out my reemergence. Every file, every signature, every transfer. Prepared. Silent. I became a ghost in my own home, watching them build a future they thought I wasn't strong enough to resist. They wanted my compliance. They deserved my clarity. The final confirmation arrived in a white envelope, a revised will, drafted without my knowledge, signed by my wife, witnessed by my children, all of them. My heart didn't break, it simply exhaled, long, painful, Finished. I placed the document on the kitchen counter, waited until they gathered, and pushed it toward them the same way they once pushed their life agreement toward me. "What's this?" my son asked. "Your truth," I said. My wife's face drained. My daughters froze. They knew I shouldn't have seen it. They knew the conversation they had planned, the manipulation, the pressure, was now useless. "You weren't supposed to," she started. I raised a hand. "I know." Those two words hit them harder than any shout ever could. I saw it in the way my eldest swallowed, the way my wife's breath caught. Their plan wasn't exposed. It was dead. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't accuse. Simply opened the folder I'd prepared. Property deeds, trust records, financial statements they had never imagined existed. "You planned your lives without me," I said. "Fortunately, I planned mine without you." My wife reached for the papers, but I slid them back into the folder. "No," I whispered, "you don't get access. Not anymore." Then I placed a single envelope on the table. A relocation notice. For me. I wasn't kicking them out. I wasn't fighting for anything. I was leaving. Walking out of the life they tried to script for me and taking every asset they assumed they controlled. Her eyes filled, not with remorse but with fear. Real fear. "Where will you go?" she asked. I smiled, a small, cold curve. Home. I drove away before sunrise. The house behind me looked smaller than ever. A place built from years of effort, but emptied by a single betrayal. The road stretched wide and open, leading toward the ranch they never knew existed. My life untouched, unclaimed, unruined. For the first time in years, my chest felt light. Not healed, not whole, just free. They thought they could rewrite my life, but I had already written the ending, and I made sure they would remember it. My final birthday gift to myself was simple. I stopped belonging to people who never deserved me, and I never looked back.